Hey guys, and as always, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be installing our new head studs that we got, Xotic Performance. These are, I would say, equivalent to like your ARP 2000s. They're going to be, I think these ones have like a clamping force of 200. You can check them out at xoticperformance.com. And they actually look pretty nice. They look like some good quality head studs. So we're gonna go ahead and get these installed. Just make sure we've got some little tidbits for you guys, some tips and some things that we've kind of seen, especially in regards to the 2018s. Kind of done a little bit of research on some of these newer 6.7s, and so we'll get to that here later in the video. Read your instructions carefully, and we've got some other additional instructions. We're going to be doing replacement on these ones. So I know it says 40 foot-pounds, 80, and then 125, but because we're just replacing, we got 24,000 on the truck. So due to replacement one at a time, or replacing one at a time, we're going to torque starting at 100, 115, and then probably finishing up at 125. And all right, so one of the many reasons that we went with the Xotic Performance instead of the ARP was simply just the price comparison between the Xotic Performance ones and the ARP. These are offered at an extremely great price, in my opinion. I think they're a really good quality as well, so quality was the other thing. And after looking at a bunch of reviews across the internet and forums, I found that these had some really great reviews. So that's one of the main deciding factors for us as far as why we went with the Xotic Performance head studs. So let's go ahead and get into the install. I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse and then start tearing into this thing, and then we'll look at a couple other things. All right guys, so the first thing we did is we rotated our engine to top dead center. Probably can't see it very well, but it's straight down in there. So it's rotated to top dead center, and then this is where we're gonna start from. That way we can just go through, knock everything out, and then rotate it to get the remaining rockers adjusted once we're done. Now that we got the valve cover off and the valve cover gasket, we're going to go ahead and take the rocker box off. All right, at this point, we've got our number one cylinder. It's at top dead center, so these should be loose. These I've already loosened, so they're a little bit looser than the rest. But you'll have some play, especially in here, if you can see this. This is tight, loose. This one will be loose. This one will be loose. So this is top dead center. We're gonna take these off, and then we'll start doing the studs. got all the rocker assemblies out, and we're ready to start doing the head studs. So on this, it does tell you to start with number 1. So number 1 should be here. I did see something about referencing where the lower pedestals for the rocker arms seat in regards to where the washer is on the new studs, where there's not enough clearance. So some guys have said that they contacted, and this is on ARP 625, so I don't know if we'll have an issue or not. I hope not, but we may need to just shave a little off of the lower rocker arm pedestals. But just make sure that whatever, if you have to shave, I'm hoping we don't, but if you do, that you don't take off too much. All you need is a tiny bit just to clearance that if you do. So, but generally speaking, it's been on these 2018, so this is an 18, so I'm hoping we don't have to do that. So the engine sits in the truck just like this. So you're going to be 19, 11, 3, 6, 14, and 22, and it's going to be all these outer ones here that sit outside the valve cover. We're going to start with number 1, which will be on the driver's side directly in the center, and then we'll move over to number 2 and just continue on from there. Now, it does say using the fastener assembly lubricant included in the package, install the lubricated washers. Both sides must be lubricated. So we're going to go through and we're going to lubricate both sides of these washers. Xotic Performance does provide us with a decent amount of lubricant, but we did end up ordering some of this ARP Ultra Torque Fastener Assembly lubricant just in case we needed a little extra and we don't run out. So just a precaution. I'm going to try to do it all with this, just to let you guys know how much you need and if you need to order more or not. Additionally, you need to lubricate the threads of the head studs on the bottom surface and the bottom surface of the nuts. So you're going to lubricate the threads, both sides of the washer, bottom side of the nuts, and then you'll be good to go. We're gonna screw these in until they bottom out, and then we're gonna back them off, I want to say quarter turn or something. All right, now we're going to go ahead. I know we only did one, but we're going to go ahead and install it. Since we're doing one at a time, we're going to install this one, then we'll keep doing the rest of them. All right, guys, we're on the last one, and then we're going to go ahead and get these on their second torque sequence. All right, guys, so the pack that comes with the Xotic Performance head studs is sufficient. We have plenty of fastener lubricant or assembly lube, so I don't think you'll really need the ARP stuff, in my opinion. Unless you are like just really laying it on there. So it's not a bad thing to do, but we were pretty liberal with this stuff, and it's gone a long ways. go ahead and set them to 115. We'll start our torque sequence all over again. All right, now one thing to note, you need to machine out this area right here around stud number 24 just to give it clearance for the stud itself. All right, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall all of our rocker assemblies and get those put back together, and then we'll go ahead and do the lash once we get everything back together. So we'll put All right, guys, so it got a little dark on us, but nevertheless, we got lights and we're back in business. So what I want to say here is we're going to set the valve lash. So with this at top dead center, so you've got your top dead center mark on the crank pulley. It's at 12 o'clock. There's other videos out there that can reference this. We're just setting these so you can set intake 1. So that's loose there. Intake 2, that one's loose there, and intake 4, that one's loose here. And then you can go ahead and set exhaust 3, I believe. Let me double check really quick. It's exhaust 1, 3, 5. So 1, 3, and then 5 is back there. So we're going to go ahead and set those. The intake is 10 thousandths, and we got our 10,000 feeler gauge there. You just want a slight drag. You'll loosen this jam nut here. Use an Allen key to, I don't even know where my Allen key went to. It's around here somewhere. But you'll use an Allen key to loosen or tighten it. You just want a slight drag as you're pulling this thing through. You want to lift up on the rocker and push down on this. Slide your feeler gauge in there. Wait until you get a little resistance. Tighten her down, and then you'll do that. And then once you're done with this sequence, you'll go ahead, rotate it 360 degrees, and then you'll go ahead and set the other cylinders that you haven't done already. So if you got any questions, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, you can reference these other videos. I'll also link Dark Iron Diesel. He's got a really good video on this as well. That's a little bit more detailed than ours. But anyways, let's get to it. All right, at this point, we're ready to put the injector harness and valve cover gasket back on. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll also check all these just to make sure that they're tight. And once we verify that they're all tight, then we'll be ready to put the valve cover back on. All right, guys, we got her all buttoned up, and we're ready for the first start. So we're going to go ahead and do that and let it just kind of run. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the Xotic Performance head stud install video on our 2018 Ram 2500 with a 6.7 turbo diesel Cummins. We did not have to trim any of, or at least grind down or any of that stuff on the lower rocker arm pedestals on any of the studs. So some guys have reported that they did need to do that, but we did not have that issue. I thought we might have at first, but it was just a misalignment on the pedestal itself. So I highly recommend these as far as like ease of installation. Only time will tell how good they are in comparison to the ARP 625s or really the ARP 2000s, as these aren't up to the same standard as the 625. So hopefully Xotic Performance will be coming out with some that compete with those as well. So I think this is a great product, new to the market, or fairly new to the market at least, and we'll see how it goes over the coming months to year, and see how this really does for us. So I'm excited to have these installed already. Now that we've done it tonight, and I will let you guys know how it goes in the near future, and if we have any issues with them, for sure. But definitely head on over to Xotic Performance. You can get them off of, I think, Amazon even. I got a better deal directly through their website, so check out exoticperformance.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.